Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Before we get to the Batwoman review later, we're going to talk about G4TV first. Recently returning, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't know it was back. I watched G4 15, 14 years ago when Olivia Munn was on, because you know, who wouldn't watch it when Olivia Munn was on? That's all I can say. But apparently it's back, and I don't think, I'm just going to go out here on a limb here, I don't think it's going to stick around for too long, based off the way that they've started. So first things first, host Adam Sessler of, of G4 fame, here on this Bounding Into Comics article, a couple of days ago, went on an absolutely disgusting, vile, Twitter, venomous rant. You can see from the headline here, G4 host Adam Sessler claims Republicans are stupid, racist, and drink piss. Previously wished his Republican family members would no longer be with us. So let's just scroll down to some of his tweets. So here we go. So this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if he's sourced off his head. You know, I don't know what Adam's proclivities are, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This kind of sounds like somebody who's absolutely, you know, coked off the head or drunk. Because if this was sane, then holy shit. I'm trying to give you an out here, just so I can get it out of my system once for the day. Republicans are stupid, racist, and drink piss. Now that's great, you know, for somebody with such prominence within G4 to immediately piss off approximately 74 million potential viewers to their channel. Now, of course, I'm absolutely convinced here that Adam just views Republicans as probably just white males. But of course, they're not. They're made up of all different demographics, male and female, races, social statuses, etc., etc. But people like this, when they make these sort of idiotic, pathetic comments, don't kind of think about that. Because they're in their own little bubble, they're in their own little world, and they think they're being so incredibly brave when they're just being a massive twat. So there's more and more and more and more. He calls Republicans Yahtzees. Of course he does, because he's a fool and a buffoon and an idiot, and somebody who doesn't understand or know history. Not realizing that he's probably more of a problem than any Republican will ever be in his lifetime. And then we get this. In this session of peace and reverence for the Sky Demon, Republicans and their voters can still go F themselves out of existence. And then he follows it up. This, by the way, was on December the 16th. So this is around Christmas. And then a couple of days later, just before Christmas, a week before Christmas. What a guy. What a guy. Not for me. As I said yesterday, all Republicans in my family can eat shit and die while I sip something bubbly. Just a vile and disgusting human being. So, speaking of vile and disgusting human beings, oh, this, of course, has nothing to do with this. Lovely lady, of course it is. The other day, I don't know this person. They go by Frosk or something. I could say plenty of things, but I'll be polite. Anyway, they're talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 online. And then they decide to stop that and say this.
Fair one, but I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online. Sexism in gaming.
Young! Oh, she wanted to actually stop doing her job to have a rant about sexism in gaming. Now, dear fellow viewer, I care about you deeply, and so I will not subject you to too much of this, just approximately a minute's worth. I know. But I just want to make sure that we have correct context for what I'm going to go into next. So she goes on to say, I think it's a she anyway.
In joining G4...
Yeah, applaud yourselves. It's yeah, good one. Applaud yourselves.
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child.
Good for you. Bully for you.
But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you.
Okay. So she refers to other G4 channels, you know, other medias, I imagine, and then specifically calls out the chat that is watching, i.e. the people who have said, you know what, I'm going to go and support G4. I'm going to go on watch G4, of course, and the more people that watch, the better algorithmically it is, of course, etc., etc., etc. And you do hope, as being a streamer myself, that you might actually garner one or two of those viewers, and I might hit the subscribe button and come back and watch more of your content, and with a bit of luck, allow your channel to grow. But Frosk decides to follow up with this nutshell.
Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts.
Well, do you want them to lie? Okay, no, come on, that was cruel. That was cruel. It's true though. I mean, do you want them to lie? Oh no, some of the chat are talking about who are the sexier ladies on G4, and unfortunately for Frosk, she doesn't seem to have made the cut with them. But let's carry on for a bit more.
It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
It has...
No, she is, you absolute fucking clapping seal. Talk to them, Frost. Clap your fins together.
Somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
Well, they're kind of talking amongst themselves. They're not exactly talking to you directly. It's in the chat. You know, you're the one who's reading the chat. But there used to be a saying. It's lost now. But there was a saying that it was called, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me." It seemed to have got slightly amended to "names will never hurt me," unless, of course, I'm part of the Zoomer or the millennial generation who gets easily offended by anything because my life is so fucking vacuous and I'm such a narcissistical prick. At least I think so. Something along those lines. I know millennials and Zoomers who are here. I'm obviously not talking about you. I'm talking about those ones.
It's not a compliment. It's weird. It's dehumanizing and it's weird.
Dehumanizing. Okay. Fucking hell. Talk about reaching now.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Wrong! Wrong. Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb were hired, A, because they were very attractive women, and B, because they could also do the job at the same time. As somebody who watched Olivia Munn back in the day, of course, Olivia Munn was up for pretty much anything. She's what we call a sport. She would be funny, silly, still be able to do her job fine, be put in funny predicaments, all with a smile and a laugh because it was entertainment, because once upon a time, we didn't have people with rods shoved so far up their ass that it knocked their personality out in a fucking ring on their nose. No, We actually had people that didn't mind a little bit of banter between the sexes. They didn't mind a little bit of raunchiness. It was all in the sake of entertainment. But of course, you know, you're not allowed that stuff anymore. You're not allowed to look at a pretty woman anymore. Do you know who don't like pretty women? And I'm not saying this to anyone in particular at all. That might just be a fucking coincidence. But do you know who has an issue with pretty women? Fucking ugly women. And not necessarily ugly on the outside, ugly on the inside. That's who seems to have a problem with attractive women. They were hired. And make no bones about it, they were definitely hired on how they would look, because that would bring the demographic that they wanted to appeal to their product. So you can clutch your pearls in 2022, cut your hair like an elven lesbian, let children draw pictures all over your body and call them tattoos, stick rings and all manner of stuff inside of you. It's not compensation for a personality. Moving on. Nah. We're done with this. And by the way, this was put onto X-Play, and this is how they decided to go with this one. Frost takes on treatment of women in gaming. Must watch X-Play. This was put up 20 hours or so, I think, and it's got 25,000 views on a channel of 114,000. Yeah, you know, could be better. Let me just jump to another channel that's got slightly less subscribers. Oh, here's Ryan Kinnell, fellow Friday Night Titer. He has 95,000 subscribers, so he's 20,000 light of that. However, he's got 50,000 people already after 14 hours who have watched his video about it. Why? Because Ryan is much more interesting to listen to. That's why. And Ryan is a one-man band. He's not a fully produced television show in a studio with cameramen, camera persons, camera elkins, whatever you call them. I don't know what you fucking call your pronoun people nowadays. In a studio with camera people, cameramen, producers, lighting, all that kind of stuff. One-man band. One-man band. Much more interesting to listen to. That's G4, by the way. That's G4. This is Geeks and Gamers. Much better. But this is G4. And everything and the history that follows behind it. Now reduced to some cackling activist because she was being sexualized or not being sexualized. Or is this actually gaslighting? Huh. Let's jump to another one of my Friday Night Tight boys, shall we? This was shown by Quarter Black Garrett. Hail to you, my friend. And there's just a few things I'd like to show here. Here is Frosk on 12, well, the posting of it, let's say a day or so ago now, or something like that. But before that rant that she did, I get things wrong. My expertise is in reviewing and playing games, not reporting the news. Apologies for any mistakes. Ooh, a mystery is afoot. Quick, let's follow it. Let's see where it leads. And just to be clear, I had no idea people were super upset over Sony comments. My rant yesterday, this thing, had nothing to do with that. Different issues. Okay. And then the final one says, also, the only thing I play on my PS5 are PS4 titles, and I still believe the Xbox is the better library and service with Game Pass on PC. So let's see if we can shed a little bit more light on this now. So we have this from this chappie here, and they say, she read a console war script her producers wrote for her. Console war, Sony versus Microsoft. That's what it's going to be. For her to garner attention, got called out for it, and decided to use the misogyny card to get social media points and take some heat off of her. Okay, so now this is looking more interesting now. Because later on in her rant, she does actually talk about scripts, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So we have a couple more comments here. Now, this person replying to her says, can you tell me, how is Microsoft going to smoke Sony? So this is obviously in relation to that console war script that she had got. The last I checked, they were in last place. I don't think people are upset. You were just lying. That's why people are upset. You went on G4 and straight up lied. Can you explain that? Because I don't see the PlayStation 5 a dead man walking. So that's obviously a quote from the script she was given. Now, she responds by saying, so you can see, it's not a lie, it's an opinion. Whose opinion? Oh, we'll get to that in a moment. It's way easier to acquire an Xbox than a PlayStation 5 right now. Yeah, but you have pre-sale. Oh, never mind. And I think the price point is also a lot easier on the wallet. I don't own one, though. I use Game Pass on PC, and I've loved it, Forza Horizon especially. So then we get another comment from somebody who wants to reply to this. All right, can somebody give me a basic gist of what the issue is with Frosk and why people are on her about her comments? Because some folks are saying she's hiding bad takes and misinformation behind a veil of sexism. So she's hiding from this console war script that she got that was received very badly by coming out and having this rant, which she claims, as we've already seen, by her to have nothing to do with it. However, as I said, we will talk about scripts momentarily. Just keep giving Ryan a plug all the way here. And then she responds to this person as well. Apparently I misspoke about certain releases and preferred Xbox current service over Sony. Now, I heard, but I can't verify this, but I heard that she was mixing up exclusives to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, and saying Xbox were getting certain exclusives that Sony were getting, something along those lines. But that's not an absolute. That's just what I heard was in this, because I ain't fucking listening to it. I got better things to do, like have a shit in a moment. Because this caused upset, but honestly, I had zero idea about that upset. People think my speech yesterday, let's give Ryan a plug again, and then move here. Yesterday was in response to that upset, which again, I didn't see at all. Okay. Let's address the script. Because she says in the rant that they're given scripts on reviews to read and that they don't play them. She said there are too many games to play, so we divide and conquer, were her exact words, and then scripts are compiled and given to them to read out. So you don't even, first of all, she's not reading her own thoughts, and secondly, you don't know when she's speaking if she has genuinely reviewed that game or not. Now, why they can't have specific teams to go through specific games, or why they can't just go through the list of game releases and literally pick specific ones to review so they can do it themselves in an orderly time. And also, it's your fucking job! You know, it's your fucking job as well. So the excuse of, we don't have time to play it. Maybe you should actually get people that do have time and put them in front of the camera so they can actually say exactly what they think of that game. Kind of happens with the people that we know, you know? Kind of happens with people like Angry Joe and Young Year and all that kind of stuff. They don't get other people to do that. They do it themselves. Now, if you want to rush a review out because you think it's going to get yourself a quick buck on early views, that's not our problem. Angry Joe waits until he's played the game, then he does his review, whether you agree with it or not, utterly irrelevant. And he puts it out whenever he's done. That might be weeks after the game's come out, and he gets great views. And he gets great views because people know it's his opinion and he's gone through it and he's thought about it. So all this slapdash, we got to get content out nonsense, it's not an excuse. And so you can't claim to be what you are when you are given scripts from other people. And then try and laugh it off. No, it's got nothing to do with this. This is about people saying that I'm not fuckable. Jesus Christ. Now then, this video is getting on. I don't care. I'm having a freaking whale of a time with this one. Jesus Christ. Generation fucking snowflake. I say generation snowflake and generation twat, which unfortunately I happen to be in myself. But generation fucking disgusting prick. So this yesterday was a stream that they did. I'm very confused by this. Oh, by the way, if you want to see the ratio on that video, that's doing well. That's doing real well for you there, boys and girls. Or what other freaking planets you've come from. Now this was confused me because I tuned in thinking they were going to be talking about games on Attack of the Show. They were talking about foraging mushrooms. That just could be me, because I haven't watched this new G4. So this new G4, we don't talk games, we talk about mushrooms. Look, this is just a thought. Just imagine if this hour-long stream or hour and 15-minute stream, you weren't talking about foraging fucking mushrooms, and you were talking about video games, you know, the ones that you said that you couldn't get round to, and so somebody else wrote your fucking words for you. I don't know. Crazy idea, but there you go. Now, you can see here in this image, when they went to a break, they go to this angle. You know, hey, you know, we're going to show you the camera women with a face mask on for some bizarre reason. He's a mile away, doesn't matter, whatever. It might be studio guidelines for stupid reasons as well. But you can see here on these monitors, the chat from the live stream. Now, if you see here, you can see the words and you can see little emotes being put on that. Unfortunately, though, they kind of got a little bit excited when it came to moderating the chat. And most of the chat for the stream actually looked like this. Message deleted, message deleted, message deleted, message deleted, message deleted, hi. Message deleted, message deleted, message deleted, welcome, you think. Message deleted, hi. Now, if you want to know, you'd be like, hey, come on. What did the quartering say, huh? What did the quartering say? I'll tell you what the quartering said. He said, hi, everyone. Or words to that effect. Like, hello there. Hi, everyone. Something like that. And come on, what did Ryan say? He probably said something about hating women. I know it's Ryan. But Ryan said, hail Jeremy. And a lot of these people here, all deleted, were just like, hi, quartering. Hi, quartering. Weird. So weird. Yellow Flash, deleted, banned from the chat. Krista, deleted, banned from the chat. I think Steph might have been deleted, banned from the chat. Me? I didn't. I put, are there any bacon lovers in the chat? I didn't know the woman was fucking vegan. And then later on in the stream, she'd gone a bit of a crazy sort of like, oh my God, she's unhinged because she gets upset when people eat meat. But, you know, they seem to, which I did reply then, look, can I still talk about bacon? I'm a little bit confused here. But they allowed that. They allowed those. So obviously, the moderator was a bacon fan. But this is utterly ridiculous. And I tell you what, folks, I did take a screenshot of this, but I haven't prepared it for the video. But the at the end of the stream, when this finished, after about 2 or 3 minutes of it finishing, one of the moderators posted, "We're not going anywhere," after everybody had gone. We're not going anywhere. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Okay, no, don't do all Louis Armstrong. I think to myself, no, you are not going to be here for long if this is the way that you want to speak to your audience, treat your audience, cut your audience in half by these sort of disgusting tweets, these sort of disgusting rants to cover up your own mistakes, and wrap it up and just point to a couple of people that are having a who's best, Olivia Munn or Frost conversation. Oh, poor you. That try and, again, cast off what they've said, and in this case, of course, delete the very people that are coming in to watch their streams. This was an embarrassment over the last few days with G4. An embarrassment. And it shows, unfortunately, how far games media truly has fallen when we get these pathetic activists who just come in and they want to preach to their audience. Go fuck yourself. Who the fuck are you? You're no one. You're no one. You've all got shit going on in your lives. Don't think your shit doesn't smell fucking like the rest of everyone else's. Moralizing to people. Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, good luck in your future endeavors, G4. And to quote my buddy Quarter Black, I'll generously give you a year before it's all gone again. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.